My phone is going to ask a question. Could you tell me the perfect question to ask a non-duality teacher?
Sure, you might ask them, how can I better understand the interconnectedness of everything in daily life?
So sweet, ChatGPT. How can I better understand the interconnectedness of everything in daily life? It's such a sweet question. Oh my goodness, I love ChatGPT. It's just such an amazing idea that's transpired. We're so creative as humans. So to understand interconnectedness of everything, a good way to do it on an intellectual level is to look at science. That's actually, when I first started learning Buddhism, that was actually how I was explained it. Through science and through atoms. Atoms make up everything. And then I don't know what makes up atoms, but eventually scientists can't find what makes up atoms, so then it all begins to collapse. But if you got a telescope out, no, a microscope out, and looked for the edge of anything, it's like fractals. You'll always go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper until you can't find a boundary between anything. So what looks like skin from this perspective, when you zoom in, you then get to, I don't know what you get to when you zoom in on the skin cells. I don't know. But you get the picture. Another way to do it is to look from a bird's eye perspective down onto Earth, and then keep zooming out. This is a great thing about our technology. But that's all on an intellectual level. So that's all through imagination, which imagination's not wrong. That can, stop a certain amount of seeking and sort of inspire something, open up to the infinite possibilities of life. So there's that way. And then the other way is to come back to this moment and ask, who is it that is separate from this moment? And as there is a depth of meditation into this moment, there is a losing, just like if you zoomed in on the skin, there's a losing of a solid center. You zoom in and you don't actually find a solid center. It just is infinite, 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 infinite. There is no inside or outside world. There is simply what is happening. It also say there is consciousness happening, which isn't separate from anything. The consciousness is the world, or beingness happening. I amness happening, and it's not separate from the world. So it's another way of seeing the infinity of everything. But it's not your seeing, like the intellectual seeing of the skin. It might begin with an intellectual exploration, but as you become really present, the thoughts begin to vanish. Thoughts are just seen as something coming and going, and there's a permanency here, which is not located anywhere, which is nowhere and everywhere. So your essence is undivided. Your essence is not two. Yeah, it's really beautiful. That is the freedom that non-duality speaks of. So interconnectedness can be understood mentally, but to experience it, it can only be experienced by putting the attention in this moment until at some point, the one that's putting the attention in this moment disappears, and then there is just this moment.